What on YouTube? It's your boy Kurt, man. I'm back with another video. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses, peace to the kings, peace to the queens, peace to everybody tapping in, peace to the peasants, peace to everybody tapping in, man. Listen, hope you've been taking care of yourself. Top of the Tuesday. Hope you've been, taking care of yourself. Hope you've been paying attention to how you feel. Hope you've been, doing your thing overall, man. Check this out, man. We were made in the image of God. Man was made in the image of God. Man is made in the likeness of God. I'm about to break this shit down to you esoterically, nigga. We ain't talking about no Adam and Eve creation story over here. Not today, bruh. Not today. Man is made in the image of God. Man is made in the likeness of God. Every day, we're made in his likeness and in his image. I want us to break away from the idea of God being somebody in the sky sitting on a seat watching your every move. I want us to break away from the idea that God created us to judge us and to watch our every move and to tell us when we're wrong and when we're not. I want us to break away from that idea. I want us to jump into the idea of understanding that God is us. I want us to get into the idea of understanding that we are God simply by being ourselves, because God decided to split itself into different forms and expressions because it is omnipresent and vast. It cannot express itself in one form. God cannot express himself in one form. So he is within everything. I mean everything. Everything that you see in my background right now, God is within it. Everything that you see around you, God is within it. Why? Because God resides in the atoms that make up what we call whatever. The atoms that make up what we call this plant. The atoms that make up what we call that TV at the back. The atoms that make up what we call matter. God is still within there. It is still God. So God decided to express himself in all different forms, all different expressions. I'm talking about to the smallest thing, bro. Like, nigga, you look outside, you see the birds flying, that's God still. Just because you process your thoughts a different way than the bird, it doesn't mean that bird is not God. Because God decided to express himself in a different way within a bird versus the way he expressed himself with you. You can look at me and you, we not the same. I might understand something different. You might understand it different, but it's still God. Just because we not processing things the same does not mean it's not God. It's still God. So I need us to break away from the idea that God is separated from us. God is not something that's in the sky, bro. God is not in the clouds, nigga. God is within you. God is you. You are God, bro. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I mean that in the most esoteric way possible, bro. You are God. Jesus himself, Yeshua himself said he and his Father are alike. So you have to understand what he was trying to say. You and God are alike. You are exactly alike. We were made in the likeness of God. So now that we have a little bit of understanding that God is not somebody in the sky, I also want us to dive into a theory to understand that God is the mind. Your mind is God, bro. Your mind. Why is your mind God? Because within here, we cannot define the mind, bro. Like, the mind is so vast that it cannot be defined. Anything is possible within here. This mind goes above the third dimension, bro. This mind is beyond the third dimension. Your mind is beyond the third dimension. Your mind has the ability to tap in to the higher dimensions. That's why I say your mind is God. In this realm, your mind would be God because anything is possible within your mind. So going back to that statement that says man is made in the likeness of God, right? Here's another fact. Facts or theory. It could be a fact, could be a theory. It's a fact. Check this out. This world, bro, was not created, by the way. This shit was not created like 2,000 years ago, according to Christians. This shit was not created like 5,000 years ago. This shit was not created 26,000 years ago. Let me tell you the real truth, bro. The real truth is that this world is in constant creation. As of right now. The same way you see how you can create worlds in Minecraft is exactly what is going on in this world, bro. That's exactly what's happening. It's a constant thing. Each and every fucking second is creation happening. These words that I'm speaking, this is a creation that's happening, constant creation. So the world was never created. It's not like creation has ended. That is a dumb way of thinking. You get what I'm saying? It's not like, bro, it's not like, you know, God stopped creating, or you know, that's why the whole creation story in the Bible don't make sense, is because it's not like, you know, this nigga didn't finish, bro. You know how many new animals is coming out? And we not gonna get into that because obviously you got niggas in labs, science labs, underground science labs, busy splicing animals and shit, making different type of creatures. But I'm saying, do you know how many species of animals we have not discovered on the planet, or the so-called world that we know as the world? Do you know how many species and creatures that we not have discovered? That most likely, if we are to discover, we most likely think them aliens, but they're not. They're just really here. It's just that these things are in constant creation, bro. Like, the world was not created in. It's not like it's done, like everything is done. You know, it's in constant creation. So I need you to understand that from a higher point of view, in the sense that, you know, the things that happen in our life, bro, are coming from a higher dimension, which is God, that we end up bringing into this reality and making into the likeness and calling it us, or calling it, you know, our creation or whatever. But it is still the likeness of God. Whether it is so-called perfect, whether it is not perfect, whether it is good, whether it is bad, whether it is, you know, evil, whether it is whatever you want to call it, it is still God. So check this out. Check this game out. Check this concept out. We were made in the image of God. If in the holy scriptures, in the old books, it tells us that we were made in the image and the likeness of God, and I'm telling you that God is the mind, I am basically trying to explain to you that the way that you think and the way that you think about yourself is basically your definition of who God is, and your definition of who God is becomes a result and a definition of who you are, because we are made in the likeness of God. Does that make sense? God is the mind, bro. Your mind. When you close your eyes, if you're a Christian, I remember I used to be a Christian. I'm not. Back in church, they used to tell us to close our eyes and to pray. Who are you talking to, my nigga? When you close your eyes and you pray, who are you talking to? Kurt, oh, you talking to God. Okay, where the fuck is God, nigga? Why are you closing your eyes for it? When you close your eyes, you basically tapping into the mind, because you are shutting down all your physical senses, which then taps you back into the mind, where anything is possible, like I said. And didn't they say in the Bible that anything is possible with God, in God? The mind. Anything is possible in here. With this, anything is possible. So, as a man thinketh, bro, so he is. As a man thinketh, so he is. We were made in the image. We are made in the image and the likeness of God every fucking day. Excuse the profanity, but I had to intensify that. We are made in the image and likeness of God every day, bro. Every day. And this is done based off how you think. So the way that you think about yourself is what is making your image. So your God image is basically a reflection of how you think and how you see yourself. That is your God image. That is the likeness of God. That is the likeness of God. It is the way that you see and you think about yourself. That is God. So when they say you're made in the image of God, it's your own image, bro. It's not the image of somebody in the sky sitting on a cloud who done designed this shit for all of us. Hell nah, nigga. It is your image, the one that you have in your mind about yourself. That is the image of God. That is the likeness of God, because your mind is the God. God is not separated from you, bro. God is within you. If you're looking outside yourself for God, nigga, you're lost. Let me tell you right now. Find yourself, nigga. You find God. Come back here. Come back here. Don't be out here looking outside yourself. If anybody's telling you to look outside yourself for God, nigga, they lying to you. Everything you need is within here. If God is in your mind, bro, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God is within this dome right here. That's why it is imperative for us to pay attention to what we're listening to, what we're putting in here, what we see, what we're watching. What we're reading, what we're listening to, what we're breathing. Because the kingdom of heaven is up here. Does that make sense? That's some esoteric knowledge for you for the Tuesday, my boy, my girl. But I hope you're taking care of yourself. Go to the gym if you have not. If you're not at the gym, nigga, do some push-ups. You have no excuse. Take care of your health. Pay attention to how you're feeling. And I'm going to check y'all on the next one. Peace.